Good evening, ballers. Welcome to the 54th episode of the Stepback. It's your host, Leon Tompkins, my main man, Jacob Moses. Uh, welcome to the Horace Grant Patterson edition.
Hmm. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I couldn't find any two worse players.
Yeah. Yeah. F. Rather,
Oh man.
rather have Ruth Madison. Kobe stopper. Kobe stopper. Kobe stopper.
Uh, Here on a Friday night, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. Feels good to be back on the show in good health. How you doing down there? NYC, place to be.
Cold, raining. Uh, just glad to get through another week. Got a lot of stuff went down, and
Hmm.
uh, Brooklyn Knicks just on their way, playoff bound, looking good. Um, some scary news with Aldridge though. That was
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah,
So
that was out of the blue, definitely. Prayers go out to him, but I mean, at least he knows when to just listen. I can't do it. I don't want to, you know, die out there on the court. So that was a smart move for him, man.
facts, we've seen a lot of people, a lot of players. You've seen the videos of guys collapse on the court, and then
Hmm.
it just it never ends well. It's a scary sight to see.
Hmm.
Going up and down the court, and all of a sudden, boom, that's it. But
Hmm.
I'm glad he made a good decision for his family, and just say, no, that's it. I'm gonna hang it up. Um, 15 years in the league. I didn't realize it was that long. I mean,
Oh yeah,
time flies, man.
of course I know. One of the Knicks picks turned into Aldridge, so I'll always know that how long he's been in the league. Could have Noah Aldridge. I mean, that's how it goes. But yeah, he's definitely one of the best power forwards, man. You can put him up there. His mid range game, he was savvy. Did everything on the court well. I mean, his pick was warranted. I think he was number 2 in the draft. I want to say.
Yep. Yeah, he was
Yep.
too.
So it was warranted. He did live up to it.
7-time All Star, 5-time All NBA, 2-time second team, 3-time third team, back to back 46 and 43-point games in Portland, playoff games for points scored. So, you know, Lillard says to retire his number out in Portland. I don't have a problem with it. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
Mm, I'll say he's borderline. I won't say automatic, but I mean he's on that teetering. He's teetering right there. So I won't kick him out and be like, oh hell no, no. You got to give him consideration, but it's kind of hard. I mean,
I mean, Chris Bosh is in,
true. Oh yeah,
and
he did.
he only has 2 rings, one
Mm-hmm.
uh I think one All NBA team,
Mm-hmm. Let
and
me see.
I wouldn't put. I mean, Bosh and Aldridge's numbers are more or less comparable
Mm-hmm.
as far as points and rebounds and assists.
Let me check something.
Bosh was much better defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Aldridge, the better offensive player. The
Absolutely.
only thing that separates them are the rings.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna definitely go by rings, but consistency. I mean, he was there. I mean, he had a few seasons where he was injured, but usually he was a 70+ game guy. Let's see. Let's see his totals. 19 points a game, definitely. They are probably worst players in the Hall of Fame. So last season 60. Yeah, matter of fact, looking at his numbers, he can get in. I think he.
Goddamn right. I
Yeah.
swayed him.
I don't think he would be. I never really like. I knew he was good, but looking at his numbers, like you knew he was consistent. So yeah, it makes sense, except for that Brooklyn part. Got
Yeah.
to omit some points from him from doing it. No, I'm kidding. Get him out of here. Nah, but yeah, he was a consistent. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, L.A. He'll get in there.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. And you know, it sucks because he was off to a pretty damn good start for Brooklyn.
Hmm.
Served a purpose. He came out 22 points, 26 points. Had a little pep in his step, spaced the floor with his mid range and 3-point ability,
Hmm.
and you know came over for that ring, sacrificed a lot, and he would have done wonders here. But again, you can't fault the guy for putting his family and his health first. So
Yeah. Another point. He almost had 20. He would have got 20,000 points this year. So yeah, when you get to that 20,000 point threshold, yeah, LA, you going in. You being strong one day.
yeah, I like the sound of that, man, and hats off to him.
Hmm.
Uh, it's scary because we're playing the Lakers, and I didn't realize like he didn't go back on the court because they were getting their ass whipped. Once Kyrie got ejected,
Hmm.
and that game just went to total shit because Durant was on a minute restriction, and it just looked bad. Like Horton Tucker was like killing guys for some reason.
Yeah, that guy is playing himself into a nice little contract.
Yeah, and Andre Drummond, that was like the last points he scored because
Hmm.
he has looked like trash since going over to LA because
Hmm.
he
See?
played bully ball and had 20 points and killing in the paint, but Drummond, Big Penguin as they call him now, you gotta, I mean, you gotta find something that call Chris Paul for that secret stuff because find his offensive game back.
Yeah, I never really had one. I mean, you know what it was, dunking, trying to overpower people. Not like he had a little jump hook. I mean, it's pretty much a lost art now. Having a little back to the basket game or a little jump hook, nothing too crazy, but something that you can develop that guys that have a problem dealing with. You look at guys like Dwight Howard; he's never had it. He was all about power, and you know, it's good that he's back in it. And he's doing his thing, but on the trajectory that he was at, it's weird to see him just never learn a freaking go-to move.
Yeah, you're right about that. And with Aldridge and what they're missing, it just means more of DeAndre Jordan, which I'm so upset about.
Yeah, I know you happy.
Oh my God. He played well against Embiid the other night, but everybody knows the more you see a Jordan, the just uh, negative results you're going to get. So I think
Hmm.
we're going to see more Claxton, more of a small ball five, Blake
Hmm.
Griffin. Maybe try Jeff Green there, but uh,
Alize,
my man Alize is balling.
yeah, I like that kid. For one.
Yeah, and you mentioned the game against the Lakers. It was rough watching that garbage because Drummond was just killing guys and playing bully ball. It was definitely tough to watch. And Kyrie got ejected from the game arguing with Schroeder. So
Schroeder time.
yeah, Schroeder's doing his nonsense, and I guess I also wonder what was said in that conversation. Uh, there was some talk that I guess Schroeder might have said the N word to him. So
Really?
yeah, it was weird. Uh, I guess that's why Kyrie got all upset,
Hmm.
and and, and that was their first ejections in their career.
Yeah, yeah. Because Kyrie, I'd never seen Kyrie really get that. Like he got upset, but I never saw him really like go off. But yeah, that'll do it. Throw that N bomb out there.
Yeah, you look in this today's climate, what's going on in the world today,
Hmm.
and when Kyrie made an Instagram post saying, how that word shouldn't be used,
Hmm.
and the value of
Hmm.
your fellow brother and whatnot. Now, you and I both, we came from and how the word
Hmm.
is used and so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
I personally don't use it. I can't stand the word, but
Yeah.
I don't judge others as far as other black men knowing
Hmm.
it using the context.
Hmm.
So I personally don't use it. I sound like a white guy. It just sounds awful coming from me.
Like I'll joke about it, like the whole, James Chappelle, some pancakes. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that. I'll say it just jokingly, but I won't really. Like I've noticed over the year, because I know when I was younger, I would throw it out there, but then like I start really, yeah, I shouldn't really do that. If you don't notice me from now, I don't use it as much. And like, well, I don't really
right.
use it that much either, especially when I had kids. So it's kind of like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
get that out of there. But yeah, it is, demoralizing to a point, and then you're just like you're supposed to uplift, and it's really no place for it. Because then you get into the whole, well, you guys use it, so why can't yeah,
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I definitely think to calm it back, because you still see it. A lot of these guys, you gotta kind of chill. The whole thing with remember Montrezl and Luca,
yeah,
you punk ass white boy.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
stuff like that. You guys are kind of like a brotherhood in the NBA. You gotta uplift. And Schroeder, I'm surprised he doesn't seem like that type though to really get upset and like use that. So
Eh,
I don't really get that.
yeah. And then I also look at it this way: like these guys are on the court, they're competing at the highest level.
Mhm.
There's a lot of trash talk and whatnot. So I'm almost certain it's not the first time Kyrie heard it.
Mhm.
Now Kyrie got called for a foul. He didn't think it was one, and Shorter, you know how Shorter is. He gets under
Mhm.
people's skin.
Mhm.
So Kyrie must have been really up, in his feeling some type of way at the time and said the
Mhm.
wrong words to him, and that's that. Because I'm almost certain those guys hear worse on the court and
Oh,
trash
absolutely.
talk that goes back and forth. But at the same time, uh, everybody knows the history of it.
Mhm.
Everybody knows the intended meaning of it, and then
Mhm.
the flipping in terms of endearment. It's just it's a slippery slope to run down. You don't want to tell somebody like how to talk, but we know what the meaning is, and it's just a bad look, especially in today's social climate. Like
Mhm.
you say, using the rap songs and this and that. Stop. You just want something that we apparently have. So
Mhm.
chill
That's
with
kind
that.
of true. That's kind of true. I mean, always gotta take something away, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Always gotta have something.
Oh,
But
my man Chris is in the comments. How you doing, brother?
oh, what's going on? It's Williams in the building.
Yes, sir. He said it's actually the stigma of Uncle Drew. Young
Oh
blood.
man. Oh man. That is true though. That is very true. Yeah, we can see your comments though. Yeah, I just had to refresh it. I see your comments, brother. Um, but yeah, it's definitely like you said, a slippery slope, and kind of got to curb it. But that's gonna come with time, because it's so used in the culture. It kind of becomes, you know.
Yeah, almost like everyday language, even though it
Mhm.
shouldn't be.
Mhm.
And it's just another weapon, I guess, used against you that really shouldn't be.
Mhm.
If you read your history books, everybody the deal. We had Jackie Robinson Day yesterday in baseball, like
Mhm.
so. It
Yeah, you
just
definitely should know what the deal is when it comes to that one.
yeah, uh, and then KD and Sharp and another beef.
Oh God.
My man KD is just going for the jugular for all these media types, man. And man Shannon Sharp blocked him. I don't have an issue with that. My man's trying to save
Yeah.
he has a job.
Mhm.
You know,
They be
I
quick to
don't.
cut you off. You get
Yeah,
out of pocket, they're cutting you off, aka Paul Pierce.
Yeah,
Just
Shannon ain't. He's getting that network money. He ain't trying to fall that Paul Pierce route.
exactly. Gotta be smart about it. It's not about being tough or how KD acts and stuff like that. Oh yeah, but you can't. No, dude, you gotta understand. He's not playing. This is his job now, so you can't go back and forth for spot like Mike Rappaport. That's his thing. He's gonna get back and forth. It's not like he's up on like some major show or something. Like he's a personality, but he's not a Shannon Sharp. You know, he's not an ex player. Still got an image to uphold, and he did the smart thing. I don't have any problem with that either.
Also, I guess also at the same time, if you're gonna say have spread out false quotes and
Hmm.
whatnot,
Got to back
KD
it up.
does have a right to defend himself.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
will say that.
Hmm.
So and Stephen A. Smith has been going off, pretty recently about guys missing games. Telling Kyrie to give his money back. Uh,
What?
yeah, Stephen A. has been going on and off the Brooklyn bandwagon all year, depending on his mood of the day.
Hmm.
But do, and remember Kyrie in the beginning of the season had this media holdout until he got
Hmm.
fined some money.
Hmm.
Do you think these guys should be held to a higher standard, considering they got like the power of the mic with them and just talking reckless and whatnot
Player wise or
for the
me?
media?
Oh, absolutely. No, yeah, absolutely. They should be just like the players. They gotta watch what they say. You just can't go on and you say the wrong thing. You're getting you know your ass handed to you everywhere. Every publication doesn't matter. Athletic, they're gonna hit you with the media guys too because they have ways of really trying to get under your skin. And they can say certain things that that piss people off. This is why I love Coach Popovich so much because he'll go, y'all play really crappy or something like that. What do you think you should do? And you see his face, play better. Oh, what do you mean by that? Score more points than the other team. Just stay short with them. Just get real sarcastic because they hate it. That's what you do. You can't get in trouble for that. I would love to be in that position. Oh, Jacob, why your team was so bad? They were. I don't know what to tell you. They missed a whole bunch of shots. Okay. How you think they're gonna fix it? We're gonna talk about it. And they're gonna get back on the floor and try to do what they have to do. That it? Yeah. Okay. I'll see y'all later. That's it. Don't give them time of day. I don't care if media is your job. You're not gonna bait me into everything. That's what they do. It's a whole bait game. It's fishing. They bait you, try to get whatever story they can, make themselves look good. Exactly. Hook, line, and sinker. And if you fall for it, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Skip Bayless and remember what he talked about with Dak and all his
Mhm.
mental issues before. He
Mhm.
threw Dak under the bus. Uh, so Skip Bayless has been talking reckless for years.
Oh yeah, for
Nick
sure.
Wright, I have no idea why he has a job.
I, I can't stand him. I'm not even sorry. I use that like I'm sorry, but he is the worst. Like what did he do? Honestly, maybe I don't say he went to school for it, but what? How do you have a platform for so long and you're so bad at what you do? It There's so many people out there. I'd rather hear Kendrick Perkins preach the gospel than listen to Nick Wright.
Yeah, but, Perkins, I will give him credit. He does say some outlandish things, but for the most part, he gets you to think for a
Oh
bit.
yeah, because plus he played, so he played with these guys, so he understands it. That's what I'm saying. Like I'd rather him have his comments and his outlet, knowing I'm going to get some kind of basketball knowledge out of it.
Hmm.
And Nick Wright, granted we were LeBron fans, we love LeBron, but he just goes on another level that makes you go, man, if you don't, man, will you shut up? It's
Oh,
can't
get out
stand
of
it.
here. Chris likes Nick's right. Nick Wright.
Nah, chill, nah. We gonna disagree on that one. Not even agree to disagree. We gonna just straight disagree.
Ooh, well, I'm shocked at that one.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, the guys come on, they criticize guys for missing games, and we look at this schedule and the injuries in it, and the factors that guys missing games.
Hmm.
Nobody knew Aldridge had this condition.
Mm-mm.
Apparently, there's some rumors out there that Kyrie converted to Islam, and he was uh,
Assalamu alaikum.
it was Ramadan on a Monday, so maybe that's
Mhm.
why he missed the game.
That's true.
Again, that's
Could be.
rumors. I haven't confirmed that yet, but it makes all the sense in the world. But
Does. He doing everything this season.
yeah,
Good lord.
yeah, there's a thing going on. Ramadan Kyrie, so you got the picture of him on his knees, and he dropped 37 last night in 3 quarters.
See? There you go. Oh man. It's getting wild.
Yeah, man,
Um,
we about to get cooking.
Ramadan Kyrie. Oh, got a ring to it. I like that.
Yeah. Um.
Yes, Coward has been Chris. I do agree. Coward has been horrible as well.
Oh, he brings out that terrible ass QB list every year. Every year. You know,
Every,
top Aaron Rodgers every goddamn year.
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he can't like Aaron Rodgers. You can't really go wrong with that. Him and Patty, you can't really go wrong. But Aaron Rodgers, MVP. Hey, I know. You obviously you can't
I
stand
know.
him, but he a bad man. No, we
He,
know that.
I will give him this. He is killing it on Jeopardy. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
definitely
killing it.
that's his career after, like, cause he's flawless with that. But yeah, definitely, Chris, we agree with you on that one.
Yeah. By the way, catch the audibles Tuesday nights. Matt Bushnell, Randy Hammond, Football Life. At the draft coming up. Those guys do an excellent job. Get your football talk right there. Uh, you know, somewhat the Minnesota Timberwolves. They got some tough time going on in Minnesota.
Hmm.
Uh, the other night, uh, T Wolves reserved a seat for Cat's mom, which was really cool.
Hmm. I
And,
love that.
and then the next day, they postponed the game due to the events up in Minnesota,
Hmm.
and then they get smacked by 40.
Damn.
But
Damn shame.
you know, A Rod,
He got a team.
he,
Thank God it wasn't my team. It was the Mets, so I'm happy.
he
I ain't want that smoke.
hold up, you're not jumping back on that Minnesota bandwagon?
Nah, fuck out of there. I'm good. Too like I'm good. Like I said, KG don't want nothing to do with it, so I'm good. I, hey, you alienate. Well, yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, it was a good move for A Rod. I mean, Anthony Edwards need a history lesson, but
I think he's trolling.
nah, he might. Well, if he said baseball, well, you got to think of it too.
He played baseball in high school too.
Yeah, but you got to think he's what he was born in what 99 maybe 2000. So
Uh,
you're not gonna really. You probably won't know who he is. I mean,
yeah, you're catching juiced A-Roy. You're catching A-Roy
exactly.
now. So
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he didn't know who he was. I mean,
he did it on the Yankees MVP.
hey man, you never know with these kids. A lot of kids don't, they don't dig into their history. They don't really dive into the game like you think they do. And like I said, a lot of players don't study the game. Maybe like a CP3, he studies the game, but a lot of these young players they just go play 2K, um, go party, do what they got to do, get on social media. They don't really study the game. They don't watch tape and stuff like that. So even with other sports, they probably don't pay attention to it. But but yeah, back to Minnesota, they need Jesus. But that thing, cause like I said, I couldn't stand Glenn Taylor. I just he made James Dolan look like Gandhi. Um, and that's the street facts. But like I said, they did my man KG dirty. That was the. And I tell everybody that's the main reason I watch Minnesota games. Him and Wally. But after that, him and Skip had that vision of owning the team, and Glenn Taylor's one of those conservative dudes that don't really give a
Hmm
what about things. And hey, good luck to that fan base. A Rod, good luck. Have fun.
I mean, now that he's broken up with J Lo, that's his present to himself. But taking over a Minnesota Timberwolves team, taking over a Minnesota Lynx team, four-time champ, the most entertaining team in Minnesota. Do you see any changes, uh, any positive changes that might come about uh, within this team? Maybe in 2 years' time he takes over.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can actually. Maybe he'll change the dynamic. A Rod, he has some. I'm pretty sure he has some fresh ideas on what to do. He's not moving to Team Seattle, uh, so you take that out right now. Um, yeah, he'll have a like that's what they need, a fresh outlook. Maybe some players will come in. Hey, this guy was a huge MLB star. I'll love to play for him and see what he can do with our team, bringing those resources that he has, and
Oh,
I like it. I like it.
I mean, James mentioned the strength and conditioning program. It might be different, so
Yeah, a little bit different.
a
A little bit
little
different.
bit different. Yeah, I think a star name. You look at Jeter in Miami for the
Mhm.
Marlins. You look at Jordan for Hornets.
Mhm.
Ex players coming into ownership, and now you see with D Wade
Mhm.
going over to Utah and the Jazz. Of all places, I did not expect Utah.
Mhm.
Uh, but it shows that the players are now more financially aware of their surroundings. They're looking
Mhm.
at life after basketball, not going broke, going, Antoine Walker. Speaking of which,
Mhm.
had the
Damn.
96,
Damn.
96 draft class the other night on NBA TV, going through all of that. But,
Mhm.
you know, being fiscally responsible, KD making hand over fist in money now.
Mhm.
So I'm all for ownership. You look, that's what you want to be, the top dog, uh, because that creates generational wealth. So
Exactly.
I'm all for it.
Mhm. And yeah, Chris. Nope. Not no more. Just saying. Nope.
Or that Minnesota.
Nope. It's over. It's over. It's a nice little run with me and them and the Knicks. Yeah. One town, one team. Welcome. I rock my KG jersey though.
No, you gotta rock that.
That's my guy. Hall of Fame this year. Happy as hell for him. I mean, he got his ring, even though it was with Boston. He got that, so I'm happy. Um, yeah.
Isaiah Thomas is going to induct him.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, actually, he's from Illinois too, or is it uh Isaiah from Illinois too? No, is
Isaiah's
he?
from Chicago.
Yeah. So and KG too. They
Yep.
had
So
some Illinois upbringing, so I like that little pairing, and they had a good relationship from what I've known. But yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I like the whole MJ and Kobe. That's awesome right there. Because
yeah,
who I say was the closest to Jordan?
Kobe.
Kobe Bryant. So I like that. That's gonna be real interesting. Probably a tearjerker a little bit. Um, but yeah, this Hall of Fame class is it's our childhood. It's over.
Yeah,
It's done. Seeing all those matchups, those Western Conference, the Eastern Conference guys going at it, it's just so weird that they're not playing no Kobe going. But yeah, it's weird, really weird.
yeah. The whole Western Conference matchups and the barking and still shout out to the X. So it's nostalgia.
Mhm.
Looking in the memory bank, getting older.
Mhm.
You got the beard going,
I know.
kids and all.
It's weird, man. I remember I couldn't grow this at all. It's all baby face stuff now. It's weird. This is how much time has actually passed by. 21 years. It's crazy. 21 years. Kevin Garnett. 21. Ain't that something? 2000. Damn. That's like I won't say the height of our basketball was around that time. Like all Dirk basically in his he's starting to grow into his KG, the whole Kings thing, the Lakers, Kobe, Shaq still running things, the Nets and wow, definitely a lot of time.
Yeah, it definitely is, man, and it just brings back something, and
Hmm.
hopefully, now with Wade out in Utah, bring a maybe bring a different dynamic to that team. Utah suffered a pretty bad injury today.
Hmm.
Hopefully Mitchell isn't too bad. He went down with a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Uh, this schedule's been rough.
Hmm. But
Uh, yeah,
but none could have been bigger than. It might not be big as Murray, man. That is gonna hurt him. I love Will Barton and all, but Jamal Murray brings another. They put that team at another level, and that I don't know if they'll bounce back from that one. They can, man. That just hurts. That hurt because I really thought Denver had a chance to come out of the West this year, especially with Aaron Gordon playing like he was. Just to add on to that, that sucks, man. That really, I hate it. But we knew this was gonna happen. You go back, what was gonna happen with these guys coming off the short off season. You know, even LeBron, you know when LeBron goes down for an extended period of time, you know it's crazy. Even though it was a fluke, fluke play, but still,
Yeah,
man.
non-contact injuries are always the worst. Nobody wants to see that. I think this timetable is supposed to be for like 6 months.
Hmm.
So if they go back to the regular schedule, he should be back uh, around Christmas. So he'll probably miss about 2 months of this next season,
Yeah.
2 3 months of next season. But yeah, the condensed schedule doesn't really do anyone any favors. That's why you're seeing also so many blowout games and
Hmm.
poor play. And the condensed schedule also also leading to this playing tournament, which Luca, with a big shot the other night, Luca and Cuban want no parts of the playing game. I thought the playing tournament was. I didn't realize the setup was this bad.
Hmm.
I didn't know it was a one game elimination for each one. So I guess I'll explain it again.
Hmm.
The seven play the eight seed.
Yep.
The winner gets the seven seed. Nine plays 10. The winner of a 9-10 game plays
The
the loser
yeah of that
of the
7 and 8 was it?
yeah, they play the loser of a 7-8 game.
Hmm.
So 8 versus 9, and the winner gets the eight spot.
So they changed it from last year then.
Yeah,
Because they play, yeah, no, I don't like it then. That one a game elimination, that kind of does at least make it like a short, like baseball does, like the one, like a 3 game series or something like that to kind of. But yeah, I see, I do get their point.
yeah,
But
I thought it was similar to last year where you had to win with a ninth seed, you had to
mhm.
win 2 games,
Yeah,
eighth seed had to win one, and the eighth seed that's it.
hmm,
But technically, it's kind of the same. But the 10th seed, I don't think should be in it,
no,
considering if these 10th seed is like 5 games out of a like
mm,
eighth spot, which
yeah, that's not fair.
I think Chicago is. Chicago is the 10th seed, and they're like 4 games out of a ninth
Hmm.
spot, Indiana. So
They definitely shouldn't get it.
yeah,
No.
and Chicago's free falling now with Levine out
Oh,
for 2 weeks.
oh,
So
it's a wrap. It is a wrap.
my man Westbrook is about to come in there, work his magic, and just take that eighth spot away from. Uh, uh, right now it's
They ain't
right,
us.
right now it's Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte, and I don't know if they can hang on, man. They struggling. They just like this. They like.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
they're wobbling. Uh,
I would
Boston.
love to.
Oh no, you got
I know. I was saying I would love to see freaking Washington come up and grab that. And I'm just shake. I'm smile about Westbrook because he is leading that team right now. Hmm.
yeah, stat pattern. I mean, I thought they didn't lead the wins.
I. Hmm. Hmm. Gun smoke
Pew pew.
sideways.
But Charlotte in the eighth spot, Indiana in the ninth spot,
Hmm.
and Miami is in the seventh spot. So the Knicks and Boston, they're kind of trying not to get into that play-in tournament.
Hmm.
Uh, Miami's a half game out of the sixth seed.
Yep.
Boston's looking really hot now. Tatum and Brown are picking up, so they might be moving forward. Atlanta's looking good, and you look out west, and you understand why Luca and Cuban are upset because they're the seventh seed.
Hmm.
You know, the injuries kind of played a huge part in why they're down so far. But uh, They didn't. I don't think they expected to be in this position. So now, yeah, I guess you're so far into it. Kind of, it sounds like whining because it's coming from Luca.
Mhm.
He kind of has a legit point, but hell, this is what the guys agreed to. So you know, that's that. And you got Memphis in the 8th spot, Golden State in the 9th spot,
Mhm.
San Antonio in the 10th. And if you're Dallas, you're Luca. You were preseason MVP, but you look over at Golden State,
Mhm.
what Mr. Curry is doing now, the all-time leader, uh, team leader for the scoring and for the Warriors,
Mhm.
hitting 11 threes a night. Yeah, I'd be scared too.
You should, man. That dude is. He's playing with a purpose, man. He really is. This dude is playing out. Well, stuff seems like he's always playing out of his mind, but he really wants to get into the playoffs. He knows the stack is, you know, deck the. You know what I mean?
The deck is
The
stacked. Yeah,
yeah, they you know what I meant. Deck is stacked against them, and with Wiseman going down now, Oubre is inconsistent as all hell. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Draymond. No Clay. You got to depend on guys like Lee and whoever else the hell they have on that damn
Toscano.
squad. Yeah, there you go. You have him there. Like, who the hell are these people? It's just Steph and everybody else, and Dre, Steph and Dre and everybody else. So, oh yeah, excuse me, and Wiggins. Sorry, forgot about Wiggins.
Yeah, you gotta get your Minnesota boy, man.
Yeah, man, it's just a damn shame.
But yeah, I don't see this playing tournament lasting
Mm,
longer than this season. Um, it's certain it was a makeup for revenue for the bubble from last year and
mm,
all the games missed. So I don't see them doing this again. Uh, you know, I could see them keeping an 8-9,
mm.
but I don't see them uh, uh, stopping it at 7.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see them allowing the 10th seed.
No, that doesn't make any sense. 8 and 9, yeah, because you can flip flop and stuff like that, depending on how close they are. I think they
Right.
should, if they're gonna do it, do it. If they're like a half game or something like that, or a game, have them play that 3 game series, and if you win that, boom, 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 figure it out from there, then go. But yeah, at 10, I see why Cuban and Luca are just like, no.
Un, unless now when I thought about it, unless if you're going to add the 10 seed, you
Mm-hmm.
can't have a team like Chicago 4 games back and win one game. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to have a 9-10, have to win 3 games
Mm-hmm.
and keep the 4 game as the cutoff. If a 10 seed can win 3 consecutive games against two against the 1 against the 9 seed
Mm-hmm.
and 2 against the 8 seed,
You deserve
then you can get it.
it. That makes sense. That's a lot of sense. I think Silver gonna be listening. He gonna steal that next.
Yeah, yeah. We'll tag him later.
You gotta make sure. Come on, use these ideas.
Yeah, man. Austin Rivers is supposed to be going to Denver.
All right, all right. At least maybe he'll get some play time there because he sure as hell was in Tips doghouse. He had that one game, he had the Quivers thing going on, and you didn't see him after that. My man's was done. That inconsistency caught up to him, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely was finished, man. How are those Knicks looking?
I'm
They
looking damn good. That's what I'm talking about. We're going 4 straight. KP, we coming for your ass. All right. We don't care if it's Dallas, Malice in the Palace. We want this W tonight. Huh? I mean, get this, Caesars. No, but yeah, they're looking good, man. Alfred Payton, I'm gonna give him a shout out because again, I can't stand him, but I'm gonna give him a shout out on this one. He's been playing well. Him and D Rose, killing it. Randall is being Randall. He's on right now. He's carrying the team. Quickly starting to come back on. Alec Burks. It sucks. He's out tonight due to safety protocols. Um, he was actually the closer. He was playing the point guard role and he was hitting the big shots down. And Tibbs is starting to trust him. Noel is one of the top defensive players in the league, doing his thing. Taj Gibson giving us that veteran leadership, that toughness that we need on the floor. RJ, my guy, Duke, brotherhood, doing it. I mean, he's been off for these last 2 games, but hey, I honestly think he took that Anthony Edwards comment to heart, especially that one of those last games. He hit that big three. He's like, "Shut your ass up." Um, but yeah, I'm just liking it. I just wish Kevin Knox could have a little bit more time because I think he would be a pivotal piece if he got the shot. His 3-point shot looked a lot better. Obi, I want to see more of him, but with Randall there, I knew this would happen. We wouldn't see his growth until they figure something out, and they have to get something figured out. But we need that point guard. I think it's going to come down to having that point guard. We need somebody else that can put the ball in the hole. Because as you can see, that when they go stagnant, and it is not fun to watch. I mean, Derrick Rose, yes, he can get you a bucket, but he also can be off. Alfred Payton, when he starts shooting threes, I just know it's trouble. You should hear me in the house and just throwing up those cuss bombs everywhere because man, you can't shoot. Once again, hitting the microphone, Alfred, you can't shoot. He's still doing it. Um, like I said, this is why I wanted like a Kyle Korver or JJ Redick. Another guy that can knock down a three consistently, like a 39, 40%. And but they're looking good right now. I mean, I can't. I from the beginning of the season, I said they can make the play-in game. If they can sneak into a 7 to 8 spot, and look where they are now. And I said if everything went, it had to go perfectly. I mean, they had to get some big wins against teams that had no business beating. They're doing that. They're keeping it close. They're playing Brooklyn. It was no blowouts with Brooklyn. They were expecting to get ass whipped, and it came down to calls. Randall to travel.
He
You
traveled.
know, yeah, yeah, yeah. We
NBA
know.
got it right. Don't
Yeah, he got it. No, I'm saying he got it right. I mean, at the
goddamn
time, I was
right.
I was upset. It's okay. I mean, Randall was mad. He should have caught that ref outside. Um, but yeah, the other games it was close. Kyrie hitting those big shots. Harden. You know, manipulating the manipulating the game like he always does. Hooking it on to getting those foul calls. I mean, but hey, I'm proud of the team, man. It's really good to watch good Nick basketball again. Like it's been a while. Like I said, when I say I haven't missed any Nick games, I'm talking about LeVar Postel days. I'm talking about Othello Harrington, Nate Robinson, the David Lee when they were some kind of decent but still winning like 20 something games. Yeah, I was still watching it. This is the best basketball I have seen in at least, well, with the Mellow, so I'll give it that maybe 8 years. It's about 8. It's kind of rough. Well, you know what that's all about, but
Yeah, and you should be proud of a team. Looking at free agents for next year and guys to target. There's a lot of talk, or maybe Schroeder. The
it'll be
Knicks
nice.
targeting him.
It'll be,
You think Schroeder would, uh, you know, that on that list of point guards that you would covet, Shooter, Ball.
hmm
Where'd you rank these guys?
I'm going Ball number one because of the age and his improving game with Randall because I think they should bring back Randall. You can't get rid. This is the Zach Randall situation all over again. I wanted them to sign Zach Randall if he can be that 20 and 10 guy, the guy that really can hold your offense together. He can be the glue guy, and then they let him go, and then there we go. The power forward position wasn't filled again until probably KP came, and but Lonzo Ball, young. This is when you gotta make sure that if they got a pony up to keep him, pull that Jeremy Lin deal right on him. Put that poison pill that you can't get him, but he's young enough so where he's gonna make an impact. Great, great playmaker. His shooting has improved a lot. I mean, I got on this kid his shooting. I didn't think it was gonna work. He worked his ass off in the off season with his shooting coaches, and he has improved. And I would love to see Alonzo Ball in the Knick uniform next year. We need a point guard. We need a starting point guard that can give you, the 30 minutes a game that can actually set up everybody on the floor. Randall, he's an okay point forward, but I don't want to see it too much because then he thinks he tries to do too much. He gets himself in positions when he's in the paint, he's like this, and he gotta throw it out, or somebody's jumping in the air to try to get it to the corner, and it you throw away a lot of games doing that. But Schroeder would not mind or ball, so it's ball Schroeder, and hopefully we can get one or whoever we got in the draft.
That sounds pretty damn good. Knicks taking that next level, and with Tibbs here establishing the culture, you know,
Hmm.
I'm all for it. Uh, so on these Knicks next matchups, Shooter would definitely add something to it. So would Ball. So uh, something to look forward to.
Oh, absolutely. That definitely like Tibbs. I wanted Tibbs. It was either Atkinson or Tibbs. I was fine. I've always been a Tibbs guy. I think he gets the most out of his players. And I'll say it, Chicago Bulls fans, listen, y'all won 50 games, how many seasons? I don't care what happened. Your injuries called freak injuries. Oh, they play him too hard. No, you're professional players. Players get injured, but you're winning 50 games a season. You have no room to complain. I don't ever want to hear it. You're winning. You're winning. That's what his five. His five over 500 or 530. It's pretty high. It might be 54, like something like that. It's pretty high. His win percentage is there. I mean, you don't get like that from being a shitty coach. I'm sorry. I mean, he just has an old school mentality. You play to win. You play hard. You should see him. He expects his guys to play hard and play the way he wants. If you don't find yourself on the floor, you miss a defensive, possession, or you're out of position, he's going to get pissed. Absolutely. You'll see him do it. I counted at least 20, 25 times. The guy throw his hands up, throw his hands up when he does it. But he's the coach that the Knicks needed. We needed a direction of where to go to, and he had to get the most out of his players, and he's doing it. Look at Randall. Yes, he has Kenny Payne, but Tibbs is a big part of that. It was about a belief in him. Mitchell Robinson was playing the best basketball of his career. Derrick Rose, we all knew what he was about. Tibbs knew what he was about. Derrick Rose he's playing okay. He's doing what we expected. And guys like Alec Burks, Noel, who he was. I won't say he was an afterthought, but he's playing a hell of a lot better than he was in New Orleans.
True.
So Oklahoma City, excuse me. But yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this any day of the week. If this is the start of something that we can finally build on and bring back that Nick team that consistently is in the playoffs every year, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. So last night we had the WNBA draft. There's a lot of star power coming
Hmm.
from the college ranks. Yeah, everybody watching the Final Four, March Madness. Um, it was projected number one pick. Charlie Collier goes to the Dallas Wings, stays home from Texas. Uh, Dallas gets the big woman they need, and at the first two picks, so they go with
Hmm.
Collier and Awakuye. She's 19, from Finland. Uh, she can't throw it down. She's 6'5".
Hmm. I've seen the clips. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, that was definitely Collier. She was going to be the pick for all. Everybody knew that. That was the most just slam dunk pick. Rangy center. She can shoot the ball. She's a bucket, as you always say. She's a walking bucket. Um, they had a rebounding problem,
Mm-hmm.
and Khalid fixes that as well as Coulier. That's how you say his
Yep.
name.
Yep.
Okay, Coulier. But yeah, she's another 6'5". They needed it. She's another one. She still growing.
Yeah.
A lot of just she can actually you can tell she's going to be a good one in the league. And like you said, this first round was studied, and not forget about the second round too, because as you can see, you have girls like Krista Dangerfield out there for the Lynx. That was a second round pick, and she turned into the rookie of the year. So it was talent all over.
There really was. I like what Atlanta did with
Hmm.
Ari McDonald,
Hmm.
and I'm big on that Atlanta backcourt. Uh, it's McDonald and
Kennedy
Kennedy
Carter.
Carter.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to be running and gunning. They got Odyssey
Hmm.
Sims over there.
Tiffany Hayes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be running real fast. They just missed the playoffs last year, but
Hmm.
you saw McDonald's game during the tournament. So walking
She
bucket definitely
fast.
fast.
Yeah, it's definitely Pac-10, Pac-12 Player of the Year. She has a just great mentality, a competitive mentality. Her size doesn't mean anything. Yeah, they got the dream, got something going there, man.
Yeah, man. How does Liberty do?
Damn right. They did some good things. Made me happy. They got Michaela Owen, yeah. On I think that's how you say it. If I butcher the name, I'll get it right by the time the season, comes back around. Small forward from UCLA, another walking bucket. She can shoot. She can rebound.
Hmm.
Um,
3 and D type player.
all 3-and-D type plays. She's very versatile on the floor. Um, Liberty needed a lot. You got Sabrina Ionescu in there. That's your point guard of the future. They made the deal with the Storm to bring in what's her name?
On Natasha Howard.
Yes, Natasha Howard. That was a big deal. They're playing to win right now, and that's basically what you needed. Um, and what also helps is hold on a second. Man, where's my? Hold on a second.
That I know they drafted Dee Richards too
That
from
I
Baylor.
like her. Yes, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm excited about that because we need toughness, and that's basically what it was. You need toughness, girls that can play. We know everybody on the team can score,
Yeah.
but can't stop them. You're not going to be winning. And I definitely love what they did in the draft, and I'm excited for the season. Hopefully, Brina can, stay healthy. Like her first game, 33 points. She was, she was ready to roll, man. And of course, she went down with that nasty ankle injury, but I'm ready. I'm excited, man. I'm gonna watch a lot of games this year.
All offense, no defense. It sounds a lot like Brooklyn.
A
You
little
know,
bit.
yeah, I mean, they do play in the same building, so
Hmm.
those vibes gonna kick off, man.
I so good.
Uh,
So they got Valerie Higgins. She's another one forward from USC. She was pretty decent. So they gotta have a lot of good players. And yeah, the season's gonna be good.
yeah, Renaya Davis goes to Minnesota, projected number 2 pick, projected lottery pick, but she falls to number 8. No, number 9 to Minnesota as a forward. Got to work on the outside game a bit, but you know, real tough. Uh, Going for that Minnesota pedigree. So A Rod has a lot to work with out there. Uh, you're right. The season starts May 14th, 32 game season,
Hmm.
and there's going to be an Olympic break in the middle, so they're going to take 2 weeks off. So they got the Olympic schedule. No, I think it's a month off.
Hmm.
So they took into account for the Olympics. USA team usually just kills everyone else in women's competition, but I think now the international game has come along much more. You got Australia with Cambridge and uh, I forgot
You know what I was about to say? I was about to say Lauren
it.
Jackson.
Yeah.
I was about to bring that in. I'm like, nah, she don't play no more.
Now, girl who played got drafted last night from the sky.
Mhm.
Shiner Hill,
Yes,
Skylar Hill.
yes,
Yeah.
that's another good one. Um, but shout out to I have to say the Sparks. New York native Stephanie Watts from North Carolina. I mean, I think she's going to be a good player for that team. I just want to shout out to her. I mean, because she had two season-ending injuries, and how for her to bounce back from that,
Mhm.
and get drafted in the first round, that's pretty dope. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to give her a shout out.
No doubt. And there's a lot of walking buckets in this draft. Number 5
Hmm.
pick Dallas also picked up Chelsea Dungy
Hmm.
from Arkansas. You pair her up with Enrique, and those are just buckets all day long. Number 5 pick with from Rutgers, uh, Guriantes.
Hmm.
So she's dropping 36 and 35. So, you know,
Awesome. And then the Aces get better. They
yeah,
got Destiny Slocum, guard
uh,
from Arkansas, another walking bucket, 15 points a game, 4 assists, 40% from three. They loading up around the MVP, man.
yeah. And you we talk about all this talent and on these rosters. But the problem is there's only 12 spots to each team, and there's only
Mhm.
12 teams in the league.
Yep.
So, I guess there's talk of trying to expand these rosters to 15
Mhm.
players because you go into training camp, you got to cut people, and some girls play overseas.
Mhm.
Or what I hope happens is a possible expansion. The league started out as 16 teams, it dropped to 12,
Mhm.
but now with all the talent, I think now is as good a time as any. Maybe, and there's talk of it that maybe next year, if there's a good season, good turnout, positive ratings, that they could look at expansion.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be really cool because you always want to see all these girls get a shot because they all can play.
Hmm.
Let's not forget that, and gotta give them a chance. It sucks, they shouldn't have to go all the way overseas. I mean, that's a off-season kind of thing. If they want to keep their games going, but come on, they can play at home. They can have another team. Bring back one of these teams that they disbanded. Uh, what was man? So.
Yeah, there was so many of them. San Antonio, the Silver
Mhm.
Stars, they had the Charlotte Sting,
Mhm.
Sacramento Monarchs, the Detroit Shock. So it's not like these cities didn't have it or aren't capable of hosting it.
Mhm.
It's just a matter of ownership and I guess accountability. I don't know if that's the right word, but
Mhm.
an investment, uh, a commitment to show to the ladies. So hopefully, with the new ownership, star-studded ownership, maybe A Rod, well, he already has some links, but maybe Wade, he's good friends with
Mhm.
Candace in Chicago.
Mhm.
Maybe he can bring a professional team out to Utah and really take a look out there. But shout out to the ladies, man. May
Absolutely.
May 14th,
Yep. 25 years.
25 years. Got some good jerseys. I'm gonna try to
Good
pick up
night.
a few,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I think we'll be good there.
Yes, sir, I got my Liberty jersey on deck. Got my 25-year shirt. We are good to go. They got
Yeah,
some smooth jerseys too. It's not no just freaking slogans and all the damn advertisements everywhere. The jerseys are solid. Nike did a hell of a job on them.
yeah. Better than they did with that Red Sox jersey, man. Because
Oh, that shit's hot garbage.
the hat is fire, but that
Yeah, that jersey, keep that shit on the shelves. And that better not come anywhere near the Mets because I want that black jersey back. Give me my damn black jersey and I'm happy.
oh man.
Give
Uh,
me that bullshit.
but I think we covered a covered a good amount here, man.
Hmm.
Anything on your mind there?
You know the deal. Catch all of our other podcasts from Dong City to the Audible, you know, Workshoot podcast. They're doing their thing. Jason Corey Richmond and Jason Brooks doing their thing over there. Um, our guys on Sunday, Felipe Malicio and Sean Flannery, my fellow Met fan, on Total Basis podcast. Make sure y'all check all of those out because we do this for you. And if you don't like it, oh well, we'll live. No, just kidding. No, but just keep checking it out, man. Just we try to push out all the quality we can for you guys. Keep you all updated on everything. Um, like I said, just keep it rolling.
Yeah, man. That definitely sounds good. Uh, I, I think if you guys are into your fantasy championship weeks, look at I mean, I know I am because I've been giving out the advice all year. So
Yeah, yeah.
um, Isaac Okoro, you can look at him.
Hmm.
Vernon Carey Jr. You take a look at him. You got,
Who you
but
went to?
we ain't gonna get into that. We are not getting into that. We can keep that to ourselves. But I guess one more thing.
Hmm.
These dunks. We saw some hell of a lot of dunks these past week. Miles
Hmm.
Bridges, PG. Which one's your favorite one?
I I had to say Miles Bridges because the reaction of the freaking announcer. But nah, he cocked it back on him. But I always PG when he gets there, he's a vicious dunker when he gets there. Because PG, I mean, I just want to see. I want to see out of PG what we saw out of LeBron James in that Celtic series when he really just he had no emotion, just a kill game. That just you're dying tonight. That's it. You know, just close casket. But yeah, I had to go with Miles Bridges because that was just vicious, man. That dude can. Another guy I wanted to draft. I mean, he could do more than dunk, but he could throw it on your head, as Jackson Hayes did it on his head. He did, he, he got teed up, but he said it was worth it.
Yeah, I like that De'Aaron Fox one the other night.
Hmm.
I mean, the Hornets have been just dunking on people all year. So, and yeah, you're right. Those announcers are going crazy. So
Hmm.
you say Miles, I'm gonna go PG.
Okay.
That vicious donkey, just
He,
on his head. And the Clippers have been playing well, but
oh yeah.
7 of the last 8. Rondo making a difference. Instead of
Hmm.
Lou Williams being gone would kill him. They haven't missed a beat.
Hmm. Yeah. If this is the time to do it, if it's going to be a time to do it, the Clippers got to take it over right now. Well, while the Lakers are out, just get your spot, solidify your spot where you're going to be in the playoffs, and do your thing.
Yeah, Murray hurt. Now Mitchell hurt. Clippers got to be in for the kill. Yeah. I think this is a good one to stop at, man. It's been fun. Like I said, like Jake said, catch our previous episodes by subscribing to the Life Group Podcast Network on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, or also on iHeartRadio. Um, Total Bases, Sunday with Felipe, Work Shoot, Donk City, and The Audible. So it's just been great stuff, man.
Absolutely, as always. And man, Knicks coming on tonight. Can't lose to KP again. So it's gonna be either a good night, winning four straight. Four straight. Headed strong. Hopefully we make that final playoff push. And that's already they getting into the playoffs. They got their little management going, aka injuries. But
Well, I think Harden will be back next week.
yeah, now he want to come back after fucking up my damn finals, my chances in the fantasy. He was carrying my damn team, but now he wanna go out. But it's all good. It's a part of the game. You knew it was gonna happen. It's still a good for fantasy season. I made the playoffs, so I made the moves that I had to make. Sucks now the league kind of KD really killed me, and Povetsky and Theo Maladone getting taken away from me. But that's my fault for not jumping on the ball like midnight like I usually do and snatching from everybody.
Facts.
I think people learn, but it is what it is. It was a good fantasy season. For you guys still in there, plenty of players that can still help you. You know, go do that. Hit that add button. Go drop some scrubs and do your thing.
Yeah, man. Awesome stuff. And well, catch you guys next Friday.
Yes,
And
sir.
till then, ball out.